objective or just everything that they could, enemy jungle or just objective with Baron, everything. Right now, finally, we are into the pick and ban phase. Once again, just to inform all of you, on the blue side, it will be Team Planet X. On the red team, it will be Team Full Set. So we can just drop their team tag or just their team name at the bottom comment section to show your support or love. I believe they will hear it and they will perform it better. And it will be PLX for Team Planet X and FSD for Team Full Set. Just drop the team tag down below, alright? And looking at all of the bans banned away from both teams, blue team has banned away Graves, not surprised at all, Nautilus and Kane for the first 3 ban. After picking Elise, Ezreal and Karma, wow, we are once again seeing this duo Ezreal and Karma at the bottom lane. They banned away Irelia and Darius as well. Although we see that Irelia did not really get any advantages from the last matchup, but it's still a very scary because she's at kind of behind, but she still managed to get the shutdown or get something in return when she's facing 1v3 situation. So it's a very good ban to ban away Irelia when they know they cannot really deal with it. And Darius, Darius picked yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. He did not really perform well, but still, Darius is one of the scariest top laner other than Fiora. That's my opinion. You can have a different opinion as well. This is just my judgment. Maybe you can also drop down below that which top laner that you scared the most other than Darius, Irelia, Fiora, and Aatrox. Looking at the red team, they have banned away Kled. Yes. I haven't seen any Kled plays yet, and I'm so excited in this meta. In right now 10.9 patch, Kled is one of the top laner that I'm very excited to see, but there's no player play him yet. But it's just going to place at a ban seat together with Talon, Echo, Volibear, and Maokai. So I believe that the red team, they really study this meta hard, because throughout my study, Volibear and Maokai is also very good in the top lane or a support. Yes, I know you may be surprised by how can Volibear and Maokai be a support? No, they can. Not to mention that Maokai has a lot of CC that he provide, and the seedlings, the extra bonus damage when he dropped the seedling into the bush. There will be a tons of damage being dealt. And Volibear, interestingly from my research, Volibear with prototype Omnistone, just in case you doesn't know what rune is that, so it's a rune that can interchange with different types of rune. One rune, you can get all sorts of rune available. So it will interchange in when the system feels that, okay, right now, maybe Predator is more suitable for your situation, so he'll provide you Predator or Prestige attack, or anything like Aftershock. So it's a very good for Volibear because every single rune is suitable for him. So it's a very good ban there. And looking at the full team composition, on the blue team, Planet X, they have Aatrox as the top laner. Oh yes, finally, woo! Oh, very awkward. Oh, but at least we can see that there's a reconnection. So it seems like the Janna, the support from Team FSD having some connection issue, but it's okay. It's alright. We can look for other things to talk about. For both jungle for both teams is quite a typical room page take. We have seen how efficient Phase Rush is on Vladimir, so no surprises. And yes, Diana is going to take a Conqueror rune instead of the Electrocute. But looking at the support rune page, for Karma, there's no surprise. Arcane Comet is going to deal more damage for her poke. And looking at Janna, she's taking Guardian. I believe she knows that how much poke a Karma with Ezreal combo can do, so it's not a big mistake or a problematic room page taken by Janna. Instead, I would praise her. She knows what is the disadvantage that they are going to face during the laning phase, so a very good pick. However, looking at the map, with 3 members, Team FSD, Cannon, Jarvan, and Diana together invade the enemy jungle and place a very deep ward in the jungle. So they could have sensed where Elise starts, which means that both jungle, after knowing Elise is going to start red buff, Jarvan is going to start at the blue buff on the side as well. And it's very interesting that Alphilios is taking Conqueror, and Candace is also taking a Conqueror as well. You know, sometimes I just say it's no more League of Legends. It's more like a League of Conqueror. Because right now you can see throughout the game, there's total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people taking Conqueror. So, well, it's before this we have a meta that's League of Dark Harvest, but right now we are more likely to have a League of Conqueror in this game. But it's not a big problem for the champion because Aphelios, yes, there's other room page take as well. However, with the weapons that he's going to take, such as Severum, the red color one, or the Chrysanthemum, the white color one, is going to help him to stack out the Conqueror very quick and heal himself and deal even more damage with it. So that's not a problematic pick. Same goes to Cannon. It seems like he's going to have a AD build. I'm not sure yet, but just looking at the first item he take is a Doran's Blade. So maybe he's just going to deal more damage with the starting item. On the side of Aatrox, he's not being aggressive to take the Doran's Blade. He's going to take the Doran's Shield, so he can ensure himself to heal as much after getting poked by the cannon. So it's a very wise item build. Have a look at the bottom. That's what I say. Aphelios has a very low health regen, so after getting poked once or twice, he still remain a very not really a healthy situation, because after Karma just getting empowered Q again and again on him, it can be really bad situation. Looking into the jungle, it seems like Jarvan is trying to do something at mid, but because Diana is really pushing hard at the mid lane, nothing much Jarvan can do after clearing out the 3 jungle CS, which is the blue buff, red buff, and the Grom. He's getting level 3. Instead, he's going to roam down to the bottom side to get the Scatter Crab. Elise is looking for a gank. He knows it's a very good timing for her to gank, but seems like she's not going to, or no, I think she started to react. At the same time, Jarvan is making a gank at the bottom side. Flash EQ on the Ezreal, but there's a E and flashes a Q from the Karma and the Ezreal to get themselves a safety. And at the same time, it seems like Elise did not make any successful gank, and Diana did not have anything forced out. Flashes is still available, so both jungle, they're making ganks, but it's not as successful. There's no kills in both, but on the bottom side, I think that's a huge advantage, at least for this Aphelios, since there's no heal, no flashes from both Karma and Ezreal, which means that they can ensure that there's no flash engagement from this duo. It's a very good gank there. And however, looking at the summoner spells, Ezreal is taking teleport while Karma is taking the heal. So just want to correct myself. Just now I thought that the heal is from Ezreal, but it's actually from Karma. There's just some back and forth at the top lane, so there's not much to worry about. But looking at the summoner spells, which means that Ezreal can be the one that we thought that like the past few meta, because he can just fire up, take the enough gold, go back to maybe buy tier, so he can come back to the lane to stack it up as soon as possible without missing any CS. On the side of the bottom duo of Team FSD, Aphelios is taking Burial, which is very interesting, and the Janna is taking the heal. So it's very interesting but not surprising, because there's a lot of burst damage from Team PLX, so taking Burial can ensure himself to stay a little bit longer time, and there's no aggressive play they could do, because the bottom duo at the early stage is a bit squishy and there's not a great amount of damage they can be dealt. So taking heal and guardian is just going to make sure this Aphelios stay really safe, get himself a good time in farming. We can see that the second item he gets not only the Doran shield but also the farming items. So as long as he just keep on farming, let himself to go into the mid or late stage, it's just a matter of time for himself to really deal damage. But it also, we need to see that how Ezreal can reach his peak as soon as possible after getting the Manamune, and also stack it up and getting Iceborne Gauntlet or Triforce. At the same time, Team FSD has gotten the first dragon. Is going to be the Mountain Dragon. Hey, isn't it the same like last game? First dragon is Mountain Dragon, second dragon is Inferno. So it only left with Ocean Dragon or Cloud Dragon for them to get sold for both teams. I can't wait to look for it already. It's very beneficial for both teams if they get either the Ocean Dragon or the Cloud Dragon, no matter is the ultimate cooldown. Just imagine how much the Vladimir dealt with the ultimate cooldown, that he can just simply use the ultimate, dive into backline, just like what we have witnessed from the last game. It's just going to be scary. But if it's Ocean Dragon, it's going to be worth if Team PLX gets it. But it's still a long way to talk about the Ocean Dragon. 4 minutes until the Inferno Dragon, but at the other side of the map, not even 1 minute, like 40 seconds until the Rift Herald being spawned. Jarvan is really being cautious about all type of objectives. He's already starting to build out the vision, caking the scuttle at the top side, and right now, I haven't seen another gank from Elise. Yes, she buy the blues and get the blue smite, but she haven't even made a second gank throughout this game. And we know that Elise can force really quickly, and just like what I've said earlier, if comparing both junglers level 6, I would prefer Jarvan even more. So right now, I'm really looking forward Elise to make a gank, but we can see that there's a roam from Diana. The placements, and both of them, they have no flashes. Heal being used, but there's a first blood from Diana, and flash meant to stop the teleport from the Ezreal. A very amazing round. I give you a round of applause, Diana. I don't think they can react with it because Vladimir is always being pressured from Diana. Although Diana has a slight CS disadvantage, but because she always pushing the way to Vladimir, which means that she's more flexible in terms of roaming or helping the jungle. And it's an amazing gank from Diana, and they have the knowledge that the flash is still not available yet at that fight, and Ezreal and Karma just being too uncautious in terms of their position. They are pressuring, but they did not make any vision around the river or just the bush. So the moment when Diana pops out, they know it's too late for them. Karma is the one that sacrificed first, but Ezreal, unfortunately, with the Diana ultimate, he will be the second one, and one kill for each Diana. Oh, another flash EQ, and that's the ultimate that I'm talking about. To trap the Aatrox, and Aatrox can really move any side. Although there's no executioner, but it's an amazing gank from Jarvan. Well, although he missed his EQ flash, but it's still a very good effort by trapping Aatrox in the ultimate. Flash being used by Aatrox, which means that in the next fight, Cannon can just abuse him because he knows that Aatrox has no flashes. We have seen that there's a lot of ganks being made from Team FSD because they know that it's better for them that to get the advantage as soon as possible and not really drag until a very late game. We know that Aphelios can scale out very late, but they doesn't really want Vladimir to scale out very late as well. By comparing these two late game scaling champions, Aphelios can deal tons of damage, but at the same time, Vladimir can also deal a tons of damage while getting out safely. So right now, after getting not only the dragon but also 3 kills, Team FSD has gained a slight gold advantage, close to 2k. It's not much yet, but I hope that they can really snowball it. Elise tried to make a gank but misses the cocoon, and there's not much she can do as a follow-up. Aatrox has no hard CC as well, but at the same time, Jarvan knows Elise is at top side, and he kind of can spot her out throughout the top lane, so he's just going to be very sneaky and sure Candace is in a very safe situation. Try to leash for this Cannon. Well, a very aggressive ultimate there from Cannon. I don't think he knows that his jungle is actually taking the Rift Herald. Flash being forced out from Cannon, and I don't think he can be safe if he doesn't go back from this low HP. So he must go back. It's not a very good trade. I kind of wonder why Cannon go for an aggressive ultimate and end up flashing out. It's not a really good play, but at the same time, while Jarvan's getting the Rift, Karma has using her root to try to do that, but another time misses the cocoon. Oh no! And Aphelios with the heal, he is still very safe, and with the weapon of Crescentum, he can actually deal tons of damage. Once again, Diana is looking for a kill, flash away from Vladimir after using the blood pool. His ultimate cannot heal him on time, and then the TP from Aatrox, but I don't think Diana can be safe for now on. Catch up from Karma, but at the same time, Jarvan, I believe he can get out safely, but no. Okay, there's also another catch out from Team FSD. Janna is using her ultimate to keep the Jarvan at a relatively safe, healthy health bar. So it's a very good catch up from the bottom as well. So it will be a 1-for-1 trade, mid for mid trade. But in terms of the kill belongingness, because Diana is the one who gets the kill. But on the side of blue team, Karma is the one that gets the kill, so it's not a very worth for the side of Team PLS. I wish that the kill is taken by Aatrox, because Aatrox is one of the carry. Vladimir has used the TP to go back to the top side to ensure that there's no further push from the cannon, but looking at the map, Inferno is available right now. I don't think that teleport to its top side is actually good. After seeing that Vladimir is at top side, I believe that Diana is going to push the wave, and yes, Jarvan very wise to put the Rift Herald at the mid lane. So while pressuring the mid, he knows that Vladimir needs to deal with the Rift Herald. So now Team FSD has the time to start up this Inferno Dragon, although they need to handle the bottom side waves, but it's not a big matter. I believe Aphelios can just join the fight as soon as possible. However, looking at both top laners, they have no TP, so if they're going to start this Inferno Dragon, it's going to be a 4v4, but Aphelios, you have been in a very dangerous position. There's no support. Why are you pushing the wave so aggressively? So it will be a death for you. However, once again, Karma is the one getting the kill. Hey man, just stop getting the kill. Give out the kill to your ADC or your jungle. I think it's a better choice. Diana's being aggressive, try to kill this Vladimir, but without ignite. I don't think it's possible. But wow, here comes Assassin Jarvan from the flank, from the side to flank this Vladimir, takes down this Vladimir. So it is a worth. But right now, Jarvan is in a very awkward situation. A very good EQ to keep himself back to the team, so there's no further casualty there. At the same time, I think Team PLX has not really get a chance to start out this Inferno because Jarvan is still kind of healthy. And the top lane just going to poke each other like that, you know, take some of the health decrease. But wow, an ultimate from the cannon and the ultimate trade from both top laners, but at the bottom side, just now Team PLX has successfully get the Inferno Dragon, so I'm sorry that I estimated wrongly. Seems like Team FSE, they don't mind giving out this dragon because they already have one Mountain Dragon in their hand, and Jarvan decide to do something at top, takes down this Aatrox. Once again, 4 kills on the Jarvan. I'm not sure whether it's a very good decision or not. I hope he can give some kills on other people as well, because it's a tank Jarvan, is a single hot Jarvan, so by giving out the kills to other people, I think it's better, but at the same time they spotted out Elise at the bottom. A very good tornado that keeps Elise away, but wow, that's a Vladimir roam flash need to use from this Janna, but luckily with the ultimate, this ultimate is not dead yet, so it's a very good and used up his barrier. Looking at another side of the map, since they know that Elise is at bottom side, so Jarvan is just going to push out the platings. Sorry, there's no more platings right now. It's a 15 minutes mark, but just try to shred down some of the health bar of the turret so they can encourage the cannon to take down the first turret. And it's 15 minutes mark of the game right now, so which means that Diana, yes, she has the complete item of the Nashor's Tooth, but at the same time, the first item for Vladimir is actually Proto Belt. It's very interesting build. I wouldn't say it's a bad build, but because he is kind of in a bad position, he has 2 death, he has not has that much gold if he's going to look for, I don't know, death cap as the first item, which is not realistic. So Proto Belt is also a very good way for him to get some additional damage. But with the ultimate at the bottom lane, Azuro has successfully pushed down Aphelios' health bar and forced him to go back, or else they can simply dive him or just kill him with the empowered Karma Q. Another engagement, but a very good skill from Cannon to get himself out from that scary situation. And I think top side actually there's no vision to spot the Elise out, but it's a very good map sense that they know that okay, bottom side there's no way Elise is at around the bottom side, so maybe she's going to clear out the top side jungle and make a gank. And it's a very good communication happening in Team FSD. However, after the ganks that made by Jarvan, they haven't even pushed one turret for both teams. So there's still chance for Team PLX to really get back to the game. Aatrox and Vladimir is one of the popular known champion that skills hard at the late game. Not to mention that the Ezreal that finished Manamune, and I think he's going to look for an Iceborne Gauntlet, but another EQ flash and an ultimate kept this Aatrox down onto the dust. Unstoppable Jarvan right now. And it's very unfortunate because typically we will think that, okay, after I gank this, I mean, it's a very good way for Jarvan to think what is enemy jungle doing right now, because he knows that after the first failed ganks, Elise may go for the other things, like no matter it's farming or other lanes. So here is a very good opportunity for Jarvan to make ganks. Finally taking down the first turret in this game. It was snowball even more gold advantage. It's near to 4k gold on the side of Team FSD. Well played. 1 minute until the next dragon being spawned, but at the same time they're just going to utilize the time to take down this second rift at this game. And once again, Team FSD, they has to rift, the second rift, and I think they're just going to push down mid or even just bottom side so they can pressure it again and have some advantage to take this Cloud Dragon. Elise once again is waiting to make ganks, but I don't think this minion wave is going to allow her to make ganks if she still keep waiting at that bush. What they really need to do now is go for a hard engage, because Aphelios and Janet is relatively squishy, so if they can make a hard engage, it's going to be better for them. And after learning the mistakes from the previous death, Aphelios and Janet, they learned from their mistake and stop being so aggressive because they have no vision around the river. Diana, after pushing the wave, she's trying to set up the vision around the river to clear out the pink ward, or just trying to help out the bottom by making a gank if potential. But nope, she's just going to continue farm up. After getting 2 items, the Nashor's Tooth and the Boot, it allows her to roam even faster. And yes, that's what I'm talking about. Jarvan has dropped this rift at bottom side to put some of the pressure at bottom side, but Vladimir is at the middle of the river and put his ultimate. There's not much damage being dealt. Janna is relatively low, but it's okay, she still has the ultimate, but they are looking for more. Jarvan making an engagement together with Janna. Amazing ultimate, but both members take down Ezra and they are looking for more. But however, Aatrox said there, Cannon said there as well, but it seems like Team FSD has more advantage. Another EQ for Jarvan, double kill for Aphelios, and they're looking for more. The Chrysanthemum weapon allows Aphelios to really drop a lot of damage on the Karma, but nope, they're going to stay safe. They doesn't really want the turret dive, and Vladimir with the support Karma, so they are just going to transfer to the Cloud Dragon and take down this easy Dragon take. Alright, and it seems like they're just going to go back to bottom lane and try to push down a very low turret and get themselves some extra gold before going back to reset the items. So right now, recalling the fight previously, so it's actually very good for Team FSD after taking down Ezreal. And although Vladimir gets something in return, but there's no follow-up damage he can do. He used his ultimate way too early before the fight even started, so he couldn't have the AoE ultimate being placed that can take down every single one at once, and so it's just going to be a 1-for-2 situation. So it will be a more beneficial for Team SSD. They doesn't really mind to lose one member because what they get is 2 kills and 1 dragon. 2 more steps to get the soul. 4 minutes later to get the 3rd dragon in the game. And starting to really snowball their advantage, 5,000 gold in total of the gap. And just looking at both laners in the mid lane, yes, Vladimir he gets a lot of farm. That's like close to 40 or 30 CS gap. But what Diana gets in return is actually kills and assists. She do even more in the team fight. So, somehow Diana is always have that synergy with the Jarvan. Once the Jarvan plays the ultimate together with Diana's ultimate, that's what I think the beautiful team fight they're looking for. But wow, the Empower Q, and here comes the ultimate misses Alphilios and forces Janna to use a heal. It's a bit unconscious thing. I don't think they expect the such a high damage from Karma and the poke from the Azrael. Alphilios is quite low, but I think with Janna beside him, he still can at the lane to farm out and maybe potentially look for the push of his turret. Diana is there as well. Jarvan is there as well. They really desperately go to push this turret. All of the side of this mid lane has been placed ward, and Diana just going to clear out all the wards placed by the team PLX is a very good way, so they can kind of spot it out where is other member of team PLX. And here comes Cannon and misses the ultimate from Alphilios, but I think it's just to pressure enemies stay away from the turret to take down the turret. So all three outer turrets have been taken away. Another extra goal for Team FSD. I really hope that they can continue this snowball, or else if they really drag it to a big late game, it's going to be very hard for Team FSD, especially the Alphilios, to stay healthy throughout the team fight unless they fight in a very small place, and Alphilios can stay at a higher position or a safe place where the Aatrox and Vladimir cannot reach, or else it's going to be a very hard game for Team FSD. Because talking about the Baron, well, it's just going to empower the minions, but Elder Dragon is going to be the one that determines whether a team can really come back to the game if it's a big late game. Vladimir can heal very hard, and finally Aatrox is getting his first item, Black Cleaver, typical build, nothing surprise, and maybe to look for a Death Dance as the next item, so they can just reduce some of the health and remain himself healthy. Right now, Baron is the only objective available, so they are just going to set up the vision around Baron, get the scuttle, put the control ward, and maybe to look for some flank. Elise is really trying her best to look some ganks. She did not really perform a well-played ganks throughout this game because the way it's pre-6 or after 6. I understand that she's desperately look for ganks, but she doesn't really have a successful ganks. Right now she didn't take down any kills from the game, but it's okay. Right now what they really need to focus is to let Aatrox and Vladimir to scale hard. But right now, looking at the bottom side, Diana has no talent, so letting Vladimir to farm out at bottom is okay. So because the Vladimir can just teleport to the fight whenever they can, but Diana is a very good strategy because they're letting Diana to face this Vladimir. She still has the Ignite on her hand, has flashes, has everything, including the ultimate. So when she's facing Vladimir, I don't think she can be afraid of it. And at the same time, the member of Team FSD is roaming around mid and bottom side, trying to make some vision to ensure Diana will not get any number disadvantage there if Team PLX is trying to gank Diana, so it's a very good one. And right now, finally Cloud Dragon is spawned. Team PLX is really trying to look for it, but a very well stun from Canada. This doesn't allow this Vladimir to get into the blood pool. He used his ulti, but once again it's a bit too late to react. And right now, after getting the Cloud Dragon with the number advantage, I believe Team FSD is just going to straight to this Baron and try to take down with the Alphilios because of the weapon. Did you see how much damage you can deal? It's just pew pew pew, you know, machine gun kind of damage. Yes, they can rush this Baron down as soon as possible, even with Janna ultimate or just the shield, increase attack speed. But Diana is there trying to disturb the enemy. However, they are kind of trapped in the Baron shield. Team PRS doesn't really dare to make any engagement. Diana is dead, first bad go, but they are going to get even more. 2 members dead. Aatrox and Elise been taken down by the Alphilios. Although I think that it's unnecessary for Diana to make engagement, but it is okay. They doesn't really care that they lose Diana because what they get in return is Aphelios to get fed. Looking at Aphelios' item, finally Ezreal is getting 2 complete items, stacking out the Mana Mune, but Aphelios 2.5 complete items. Let's exclude about the boots, but IE, Runans, and Executioner finally is in his hand, which allows him to really encourage the health region from both Aatrox and Vlenway, and it can have a huge impact together with the Runans, and he is getting a PD Phantom Dancer. Wow, this Aphelios, I would say right now, he's another Undying together with Janna. Not only the shield that can provide by the Phantom Dancer when he's in an extreme low health, but also the barriers he's taking, the heal that Janna have, and the ultimate that the Janna can provide. So as long as Team FSD just let the Cannon, Diana, and the jungle Jarvan to restrict the front line, no matter it's Aatrox or Vladimir, or even just the back line, it can create a very comfortable environment for the Aphelios to deal damage. With the Baron buff, Cannon is just going to push at top side. It's okay, although he doesn't have teleport because he can just simply roam to the bottom side, and at the same time doesn't allow Team PLX to drip out S5 to react with the Baron buff playing from Team FSD. A very aggressive ultimate from Aphelios, but hey, you just tanked 2 turret shot. Please give some respect to the turret, but it's okay. There's Janna there, he's still relatively safe. Janna is going to heal this Aphelios up just immediately, so they can really take down the inhibitor turret and the inhibitor and maybe move towards the bottom side or the top side. Wow, a very aggressive ultimate from Cannon. Tried to take down this Vladimir, but I don't think so. Vladimir has the Jonya on his hand, so it's just going to pressure his health bar but not taking anything further. Jarvan has transferred to the top side, tries to get the top in a turret. Is okay. They already gotten the mid inhibitor turret, so among all the inhibitor, personally I feel mid inhibitor can create the most impact on the enemy team once you have taken it down. It's because at the same time you can just focus on the side lanes. You can just focus on top and bottom, just split your team into 2 if you still have the Baron buff. Oh no, they don't have anymore, but still, with the split push method, they are going to be very hard to react with it, because from top, you need to go to the bottom. It takes a lot of time. Not to mention that 1 minute until the Cloud Dragon being spawned, with the open inhibitor, with the down inhibitor at the mid lane. Team FSD, they can just simply go into the jungle and to make vision around the jungle to spot where is the Elise or where is any of the member from Team PLX and to react with it. Well, Team PLX, they are trying to deny this Dragon Soul ward being placed, controlled bot by the members to clear up some of the vision. Elise, here is the time to show yourself. You need to prove yourself and just try to, no matter to take the fight or just to steal the Baron. However, the blast cone being sorry for the pun, but like the blast cone being blasted away, so there will be no skill situation happening, but still, Elise with her own ability, she may look for some steal, but no, she's at mid lane. I wonder why she's at mid lane. It just to give out this dragon so easily to the hand of Team FSD, and it just allowed these Aphelios and Janna to simply use their ulti to either shred down some of the health bar or just heal out Aphelios. That simple. And Elise, are you trying to gank a cannon? You know how hard it is to gank a cannon, but cannon, he doesn't really give a damn. That's 1 kill and he's looking for more. It's an AC cannon, although Vladimir is there, but I think he can take down this Aatrox again, 1 versus 3. I think he's going to be dead, but it's a 1v3 situation and he takes down 2 members from Team PLX. The story of the Aatrox is unstoppable. It's stopped. It's denied. Diana just really go hard on it. flashes being used, ultimate being used, ignite used, everything, because they know this is their game. They get the victory. Congratulations Team FNG to get this victory and make yourself one of the top 16 teams. Congratulations! Wow.